Hello, sir.
Hi.
So I wanted to talk about the issue of the politics of fear, bigotry, and prejudice, and what is the role that you envisage for an ideal politician in solving this issue of the politics of fear, bigotry, and prejudice.
Well, you're quite right that fear, bigotry, and prejudice are precisely what has been unleashed, particularly against our minority communities. And what has been very, very sad for many of us, I grew up in a different India. I'm not as young as most of you are, and therefore the India I grew up in was one where when my classmates came home to play, my parents never asked or mentioned their religion or their caste. It took me years later to realize that amongst the friends who'd come home, I had Christians, I had Muslims, I had Sikhs, Parsis, even a Jew. This was in Mumbai in those days, and all these communities lived side by side and happily. And I must say that for me, that was something very precious. You didn't judge people by things they couldn't help. The way they looked, the religion they were born into, or the ethnicity and language they were born into. You judged them by the kind of people they were. That's the kind of way in which we have to live in India. And sadly, those who are pursuing a politics, as you said, of promoting fear, bigotry, and prejudice, those are really betraying everything that's decent and precious about the Indian experience. I can't tell you how sad I felt when a Muslim friend of mine in Delhi, whose husband, ironically, is a Hindu, came and told me her 7-year-old son had been told by classmates in the building where he was playing downstairs, "My parents say we can't play with you because you're a Muslim." That's not India. That is something disgraceful that has been created by the injection of a toxin into the veins of our society, which simply we cannot and should not allow to spread. So this is why we're trying to stop it. For us, much of what next year's election about, I don't know if you saw Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra, and when he came to Mizoram, whether you were able to link up with him. What was his message? Let's unite India, Bharat Jodo, and let's eliminate hatred and fear, Nafrat Chodo. That was the message that Rahul Gandhi's been giving everywhere, and not just in friendly places like Mizoram. He's been giving it in the heartland of the Hindi belt where the BJP is strong. And that's important. It's important for people to hear that what we want to do is to bring Indians together, not allow people to drive them apart. That's the core message, and I hope that you will understand that when I say that as a politician, that's the main thing that keeps me going. I came into politics late in life. I already had a full career at the United Nations, worked there 29 years. And when I came into politics and I got elected, it was partially in that spirit that, look, I can serve my own country, serve the government of my people, and so on. But after 5 years, my party was defeated. I've been in opposition for the last 10 years. And in opposition, there's much less that you can do. But what you can do in opposition is to speak up for your ideals, speak up for your values. Speak up for what you believe in and what you feel the country should be. And that I've been doing, and my hope and prayer is that people will listen, that people will resonate with this message, and that when the time comes, those who pursue and advocate fear and bigotry and prejudice will have to give way for those who speak about love and inclusivity and diversity. That's what our secularism means to us, and that's what we're fighting for. Thank you, Grace.
Thank you, sir.